In a world full of mystery, some facts are so strange. They feel unreal. And now, our first wonder, Socotra Island.
There's a place on Earth that feels as if you've stepped onto another planet. This is Socotra Island, a remote island in the Indian Ocean, near Yemen. At first glance, it looks like something from a science fiction movie. Strange trees, unusual plants, and landscapes that don't look like Earth. That's because Socotra has been isolated for around 20 million years. And during that time, nature evolved in its own way. Almost 1/3 of the plants on this island exist nowhere else on Earth. Even more surprising, about 90% of its reptiles are completely unique to Socotra. But the most famous sight here is the dragon's blood tree. Its shape looks like a giant upside-down umbrella. And when the bark is cut, it releases a deep red sap that looks like blood. For centuries, people used this strange resin for medicine, dye, and traditional rituals. Because of its incredible biodiversity, UNESCO declared Socotra a World Heritage Site in 2008. Today, around 60,000 people live on the island, keeping their traditions alive. Socotra is proof that even on our own planet, there are still places that feel completely alien.
Unbelievable, but true. Niagara Falls once ran completely dry. What if one day the sound of one of the world's most powerful waterfalls suddenly disappeared? In 1848, something unbelievable happened at Niagara Falls. People woke up and noticed the famous roaring waterfall had almost gone silent. The massive flow of water had slowed to just a trickle. Curious residents even walked onto parts of the riverbed that were normally hidden under rushing water. They found fish stranded on the rocks in areas of the river no one had ever seen before. So what caused it? Upstream, powerful winds had pushed huge fields of ice across the river, creating a natural ice dam that blocked most of the water. For nearly 30 hours, Niagara Falls barely flowed. Then the ice finally broke, and the thunderous roar of the falls returned. A rare moment in history when one of nature's greatest wonders simply paused. Next, the Panama Canal. Imagine the world before 1914. Ships traveling from the Atlantic Ocean to the Pacific Ocean had to sail all the way around South America. Braving the dangerous waters of Cape Horn, the journey could take weeks longer and was one of the most treacherous. Routes in global shipping. Then, an enormous engineering project changed everything. The Panama Canal cut directly through the narrow land of Panama, creating an 82-kilometer waterway that connected two of the world's greatest oceans. Routes that once took thousands of extra kilometers suddenly became dramatically shorter. The impact was massive. Global trade moved faster, shipping costs dropped, and the map of world commerce was transformed forever. A narrow canal that reshaped global trade.